Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Inspired Carping. I'm back down at my local lake again. It's been a week since I caught the £20 mirror. I decided today to come across to swim 1, which is directly opposite swim 20 where I was last week. Only because it's easier to cast into the area where the fish have been showing rather than trying to cast around that tree that took me a few attempts last week. I've managed to get both rods into position. One's got the Crave glugged squab, 18mm. The other one's got a Fruity Plum hardened hook bait, 18mm. Both with the method mix around the stone. There's a guy here about 2 swims down, came for the morning, only the morning, from about 7 o'clock. He had 2 this morning. One that he hit, one that he missed. However, he said that was very early on. There's been nothing since about 11 o'clock. So it's about 2 o'clock this afternoon now. I've just got here. I've also been out about 20 minutes. And then we'll just see if tonight is as good as it was last week. I will be putting the iBite float out again a bit later on. So once it starts to get a bit dark, I'm gonna put a little bit of method mix out and then stick an iBite over the top of it. See if we can get another carp. I only had the one last week on the iBite. I'm hoping to stay up pretty much most of the night tonight if I can get away with it. So I'll see if I can catch 1 or 2 more if they're about on the iBite float. I've also pre-baited an area to my left, which I'm going to use later on in the evening. Apparently it's where all the cats, or the 2 cats that have been caught, come to my left. So I bought some jungle flavoured rehydrated snails with me tonight. So tonight I'm going to put the left hand rod I'm actually going to put out on a snail. So sort of a natural bait. I know the carp like them, so if there's carp about I'll probably get one of those. If not, then who knows, I might even get a cat. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. It's been like this last couple of days. It's, for a change, there's no wind. It's like a breeze, but there's nothing much you can see on the water. There's hardly a ripple really. So I've decided to come to the open side, which last week would have just been awful. What is really interesting is, like last week, where I put the method ball out, wrapped around the stone, there's no small stuff. So it's really weird that over this corner there's very little small stuff attacking the bait, whereas last week the rod tip was bouncing around all over the place. Got a few bubbles coming up at the minute, so something's rooting around out there. I'm trying a new microphone out to see if I can get rid of some of the background noise. I'm not sure if you can now hear, I think on some of my previous videos where the motorway is fairly close, you could hear the motorway traffic. I've tried to get rid of it on my last video, which I think I got rid of a lot of it, but this new mic seems to be better than the one that I had attached to the camera. So I'm hoping that when this video gets put out, there'll be less noise in the background. Okay, so the other thing that I've been using today is a paste from Paddy Tracks. They do 3 different flavoured pastes. They do the Crave, the Jungle and the multi-worm. This one here is the multi-worm, and you'll be able to see that it only takes about 20 minutes to defrost from frozen. And then I normally wrap this around the boilie, or the squab that I'm using. Normally flatten it out, and then I get some of this, which is I don't know whether you can see that, but it's silkworm powder. So a bit of silkworm powder. Put that in there. Fold it over. Down all over my chair. It stinks. Pour the silkworm powder into the paste, and then that's ready to wrap around your squab or your boilie, just as a bit of an added attractant. It will break down in the water. Just gives you another element. So you've got the wrapped stone in the method mix, you've got your hardened hook baits or your naturals in like the snails, and then that's wrapped around just a thin layer. You can actually coat the stones with this, so you can coat the stones before the method mix. Put this in, put this round the stone, put the method mix over top of that. So you've got like a double breakdown. So you've got the method mix, that'll break down fairly quickly, and then this stays around the stone and just adds more attractant into the water where your bait is. So you can use that. I mentioned earlier that I'll be using snails tonight. So there's a snail, if you can see. The whole snail. It's a jungle flavoured snail. Now, people tell me that that have used these, that they do target sometimes the larger carp, the ones that are a little bit wary of the boilie approach or the sweet corn approach, or the standard approaches that are out there. These can pick you up a slightly larger fish. And then, just an example, one of the hook baits that's on at the minute is I don't want to tip this everywhere because it is well sticky. But that's a fruity plum glugged hook bait. Look at that. It is like a little syrup. Again, fruity plum flavour. I've got several flavours, so I will keep chopping and changing until I find the right one. Last week, this particular lake seemed to pick up on the crave, so I had the crave glugged hook baits, and that caught 3 of the fish, and a jungle pop-up caught the 4th fish. So crave's always the winner. So I have got one on crave straight away tonight, or this afternoon, should we say? Just to keep that one going. The other one is out on a fruity plum at the minute, but that's the one I'll be chopping and changing over the next course of sort of 3-4 hours. So once an hour, I'll just move it along the margin, and then we'll see if we can pick up a bite and see which one we can pick it up on. The right hand rod's going to stay pretty much in the position that I want it to be in, round by that tree, as I said last week. Might just be early afternoon. There's nothing about. But I've definitely got more knocks and takes during the evening and overnight. So I'm looking forward to that. We have the first one of the evening. According to the crave, 18mm squab, dipped in the crave gluck. £8, 12 ounces. There we have the second common of the night. Absolutely £9 on the nose. Also, once again, the crave 18mm squab, soaked in the crave goo. Morning everyone. So last night had 2 small carp, one 8, 12, one dead on 9. Both fall into the crave bob, soaked in the crave liquid. So this lake does seem to favour the crave. So I will be continuing to use the crave as I go around my swims. Probably got about another hour left, that's all. A few jobs to do at home today, so it's just a quick overnighter really, just to see if I could get a couple out, and I did, which I'm really pleased about. So using the Palatrax baits, I've definitely got more consistency than I did last year. So there was a couple of fish showing yesterday, but that was early on in the afternoon, and then it went very quiet. But Obviously, the two fish overnight, one coming at 1 o'clock in the morning, one coming at 3 o'clock in the morning. The next time I come, I'll be trying a couple of different swims, no doubt, so I'll have a walk of the lake and I've got a little bit more time. See if I can locate the fish a bit further along the lake. I'm hoping the ground's going to firm up, because once the ground firms up, it means we can drive our cars around the lake as well, so that's a lot easier when you're taking your gear off. If you are interested in following my journey, then please hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified whenever I've listed some new content. As before, I'll be on the bank quite a lot this year. Until then, night lines everyone.